Get ready for the ultimate comeback. The legendary Ford Excursion is set to return in 2026, and it's bigger, bolder, and built for more than you might expect. For 2 decades, fans have awaited the revival of this colossal SUV. And it's finally coming, with its rugged, Super Duty-inspired foundation, promising to wipe out the competition by setting new standards in towing, hauling, and all-around toughness. And while Ford's powerhouse lineup of V8 engines seems like a natural fit, there's also buzz around an unexpected twist under the hood. Stay with us to find out more about the comeback of the Colossus. Ford Excursion is coming back. It's been a while since the Blue Oval Company re-trademarked the nameplate, and now it's finally time for something to happen. The all-new 2026 Ford Excursion is coming back, and after 2 decades, everything is set for the world's toughest SUV to shine again. Once again, the nameplate will be used for the largest SUV in the company's lineup, but the more important fact is that its design will be based on the Super Duty truck, just like the original, with way more rugged chassis and suspension setup compared to the currently largest rig in Ford's lineup, the Expedition. So, we could say that the difference between the two vehicles will be substantial. The Excursion will, just like the first time, stand out as a much tougher vehicle, capable of towing and hauling more, with figures that shouldn't be much behind the Super Duty pickup lineup that, in some variants, offers up to 8,000 pounds of max payload and 40,000 pounds of max towing capacity. The 2026 Excursion will stand out as the most capable SUV around, ready to fulfill any task and act as a family hauler, work machine, or anything else you want it to be. And it will feature bigger dimensions compared to the Expedition, so Ford will finally have something to compete with the Suburban in terms of cargo space and even exceed its impressive figures. However, models like the Suburban won't be comparable to the new 2026 Ford Excursion for several reasons, starting from the powertrain lineup. 2026 Ford Excursion powertrain. As you may presume, one of the biggest benefits of the fact that Excursion's design is based on the F-250 pickup is the powertrain lineup that will be shared. The new SUV will come with some of the most capable engines around, with the offer that starts with a massive 6.8-liter V8 that puts out 405 horsepower and 445 pound-feet of torque. Then, there's an even bigger V8 on offer, the famous Godzilla, with 7.3 liters in displacement and a max output of 430 ponies and 485 pound-feet. But we all know what's the most anticipated powertrain option for the new Excursion. Of course, we are talking about that monstrous 6.7-liter V8 turbo diesel that puts no less than 500 horsepower and an astonishing 1,200 pound-feet. That kind of torque in a vehicle that's essentially a family hauler? Just imagine the towing or maybe off-road potential of an SUV with such an engine. Now, that would be something to behold. A little bit different Excursion than we hoped for. Everything we've just mentioned about a heavy-duty-based SUV sounds amazing, but the fact is that the officials still hide details about this comeback. Moreover, certain sources suggest that the famous nameplate has been revitalized for a slightly different reason, to popularize Ford's electrification program. Namely, these sources claim that this won't be just an Excursion. This is going to be the Excursion Lightning, clearly indicating that there will not be a combustion engine under the hood, but rather a setup similar to what we can find in the electrified F-150 light-duty pickup. With an EV setup, there's no doubt that the new Excursion will feature plenty of power. But the question is, will it feature a design based on a Super Duty pickup? Or it may just be an SUV version of the already familiar electric pickup, with a different body style but pretty much the same overall design. Would such an Excursion be as capable as its legendary predecessor, or this may just be the way to draw more customers to the new all-electric lineup? Launch date and pricing. In one form or another, the 2026 Ford Excursion is on the way, and soon enough, we will find out what exactly Ford has prepared for us this time. The production is expected to start already this year, and if you wonder about the price, let's say that base versions will probably go somewhere between $75,000 and $80,000, while the high-end models could easily come with a 6-figure sticker price. In the case of the all-electric version, the price will be even higher. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.